show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yo, what's happening, everybody?
What's
What's happening? Whoa.
Echo.
Yeah, that's my fault. Sorry about that.
You're fine.
So what's going on, people?
I hope that woke everybody up
What's up,
or
Danny
put you
boy?
to sleep. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing good, Mike. How you doing?
Man, I am absolutely wonderful, man. I am
Nice.
doing great.
That is pretty spectacular to hear.
Yeah, man, I'm doing great, man. I'm enjoying stuff, man. It is approaching A-Day, which you kind of jumped the line.
Yeah, magically, the ROG gods blessed me here. So here it is.
So yeah, man, we're gonna talk about that bad boy today. We're gonna talk about some stuff in between, between the two devices, some things that we're finding out. We're gonna talk about some things that we found out to be that we need to maybe suggest, and some things that are that will help out with these devices. And we're gonna also talk about the world that's going on, of course, with in the retro gaming community, because we have a couple of issues, a couple of things that's going on in the world that I'm pretty sure you guys, if you aren't up on the rock, you notice there's some players leaving the game, and there's some players changing up what's going on, and we got some conferences coming up, man. We got a lot of good news, man.
I might learn something from that conversation.
Which one?
The last one about the arcade world.
Oh,
let's go ahead and talk about what you've been playing. Anything fun recently?
man, yes. So I am definitely engulfed in Street Fighter 6.
I saw that those streams are pretty cool, and it made me want to buy it.
I'm just gonna keep it 100. So, like, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. So, what's got me is the fact that I'm not even though I got the big blue and I play and I've had like some other stuff. I'm not that much of a Street Fighter guy. Like, I kind of grew up more the combat type.
Yeah.
And I played a lot of I believe it or not, like, I played a lot of Killer Instinct. Even though I never bought the Killer Instinct cab, I just, for some reason, I don't know, I couldn't find myself to buy it. I think my ultimate.
I would have bought it for that cheap price, but I missed out on it.
You me tell you what the deal is with me and Killer Instinct, and it's something that me and Stringer talked about. You know, he's like, some of those holy grail cabs that some people have in their life, you really don't want to. I'm not gonna say cheat yourself, but you kind of want it to be a certain way. And I actually want a Killer Instinct cab. I want a real Killer Instinct cab.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you watch Killer Arcades, he has all our Killer Instinct stuff. He's like great at that game.
Yeah,
but
yeah. So I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm great. I think I'm decent, but I would really love to have that cab. Like, I was talking to my wife about some stuff, and I was just really thinking about it. Like, I mean, no offense to anybody. I was watching Ralph do his show the other day, and he was doing the walkthrough of his garage arcade and with all the full size cabs. And then, I talk to Nick Madison all the time, and he's always sharing stuff about his stuff. And all these guys, they, I don't talk to She-Line, but I see that she has a lot of full size arcades, and I know that Michael B just got his pinball machine, so a lot of people are getting a lot of full size toys, which is kind of cool. But I think that I'm a little strange in the fact that I don't know if I want to get completely engulfed in a large full size arcade in my home. I think I want one or two cabs, and I'm probably totally opposite of those guys that have those cabs, because I think I want a really, really, really good multiplayer cabinet that's kind of harking back. I want a Nintendo cabinet this complete. You're gonna be mad. I want a Nintendo cabinet that plays like the best of the old school Nintendo games.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah, and I want one multicade that I can throw like a Raspberry Pi or a small PC. And
you have one. It's called an AtGames Legend.
But I want it to be a cab. I want it to be solid, like 3/4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want it to be solid.
I got ya.
Yeah, I want it to be like Believe it or not, I wanted to feel like that freaking iArcade.
Sorry, I'm drinking tea, people. I'm trying to wake up here. I had a long evening and day.
So let's say hey to everybody that's on
Yeah.
here. So we got Nerd Lounge. What's going on?
What's going
happening?
on?
Andy, always a pleasure. Always a
Hello,
pleasure. Always a pleasure.
hello.
Happy Sunday to you too. We got Parasite. What's going on, my
nudity today.
man? No nudity today. My family, what's happening? What's happening, my
What's up?
family, man? Always good, always good. Hope you're, you and your family are good. Your daughter's well. Hope everything is good. Nerd Lounge, what's happening again?
What's up,
So Benji,
Stock Jock?
Benji, what's going on?
What's up, Benji?
You said Stock Jock's on here. And then you got Console. What's happening, Console? What you say? You said Killer NC. Oh yeah, Killer NC game. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I mean, you get.
Well, I
tips
mean,
off the
yeah, people want to know. It looks like people want to know about the ROG. I've thought about it. I got some lowdown for people if they really want to know.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about. We're gonna make it a whole segment, and actually, we're not gonna take long for it because I mean, think about it. It ain't that much more going on in the arcade world right now. A lot of
No.
people. I mean, like my biggest thing that I was really checking out a little while ago was I don't know why I keep forgetting the damn name of that damn show that competition the fighting one, not Fighters
What?
Evo, but
The one Tekken does?
it's like everybody, like a Tekken.
Oh, the everybody one. I don't know.
Oh, thank you.
What is it?
Um,
What do you have to drink?
some juice.
Some gin and juice.
No, just juice.
Damn it!
Yeah, just juice. God, why can't I think of it, man? And it's always on the edge of my. No, not Fightcade. It's the tournament though. It's the big one. It's the It's not Fighters.
The
Evo.
one that the wizard was in, the little kid who played Super Mario
You
Bros.
know what's funny about that? That was came to my phone. I think I talked about.
Oh man.
It. We'll get back to it when I get it, man. I'll say something about it because it's nothing big. It's just that it's nothing big. But I kind of want. It was like Justin Wong and all of them were there.
Oh, that's fancy.
Whatever. Okay, so I'm off of that. But yeah, man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. You say I signed up for. What do you say? Okay, let's see. Frank D's in the house. No, it wasn't Fightcade, but see, Frank D just signed. He said you signed up for
GameStop Pro. Nice. Had $22 off Xbox controllers. That's nice.
Oh, that's dope. I mean,
That's
man,
awesome.
I had a thing the other day, man. Well, I guess when I bought the PlayStation 5 controller, I went in and I did the same thing, and the guy gave me like all the credits and everything, but he marked the controller down to like $25.
What? That's
It was
fancy.
brand new. It was like brand new. I was like, whoa.
That's crazy. Sippy sip.
I thought he was doing me a solid. I should have bought more than one when I found out that. Because you know what's crazy is I went in the store and I asked for it. And what's up, Ralphie? I asked for it and I actually had no idea how much they cost. So when I bought it, I just bought it. I bought it without knowing the price,
Mm-hmm.
which was weird. And then I found out that I got a really good deal. So
Nice. Good deals are awesome.
what happened to our music? Our music went out on us. Let's see what's
No
going on.
music.
Oh,
Here, I'll
I
sing a
see.
song. Okay, the music's back. That was quick. Oh, but your audio went out a little bit.
Audio.
Oh, you're fine.
Showdown tournament. No, what's the? Dang it! See now, hold on.
We gotta Google it.
I'm on it right now because I can't take it anymore.
All right. Well, while he's doing that, I'll talk to you about something that's ROG related. So I bought this thing, which is the case. This is the case that ROG sells.
Please do tell because it looks flimsy. Did you?
Oh,
enjoy
it's like it's not very.
Was
It's $40. Okay, which
was
is,
it worth it? Because I
No.
was like,
No, it wasn't worth it. It was a waste of money.
I'm gonna tell you what's funny. I put in my cart. I put in the charger, the big charger with the HDMI out, and I put in the case. And when I put it in, it's like I stopped. I don't know what happened. Dude.
Yeah, no. So you did the right thing.
I had a meltdown.
It's not very good. It's So I went to Best Buy to buy a micro SD card for the device, and guess what? They didn't have any. And then I was like, I see they have this thing. Oh, you know what? I feel like I could use a case. I'll buy a case for it. So I bought this, got home, opened it up, and I looked at it, and I'm like, I know you're not gonna be able to see it very well, but you see these there's like a little nipple hole there for the joystick there.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then one down here. So that's how you match them up to those holes.
It looks
like
really
that.
soft. Like it looks like the inside is really soft though.
This joystick is straight up touching. Like if I drop this, that joystick's getting jammed hard because there's no padding where those joysticks go into those indents. So it's gonna just jam hard. I would prefer if it actually had a pad going all around it, but whatever. There is like a fun little thing that I guess you could try to put over the screen, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't think that's what it's used for. I'm not quite sure what this is about because there's a piece of Velcro here that makes it stick to the inside like that. And again, this is going flat against there because it fits in the little nipple holes. It's just dumb. This is just dumb. This is a dumb case. If you're going to buy this device, don't buy this stupid effing case. There you go. As I throw it, and it didn't go very far.
Okay. So the reason why I didn't get it is like I said, I literally had it in the cart, and I said, let me Google this thing, man. Let me YouTube it. And some people were ripping on it, right? They got it because some people overseas it. You know, the part of the deal with the Ally being so expensive in some countries was that they gave them peripherals. So they gave them the case, the charger, and some of the other stuff. They gave it to them. And I was like, okay, if that was the case, let me see how they're treating it, right? So a lot of when they got it, they were like, one dude was like straight up like, don't buy it, and the other dude was like, yo, it's okay, but he was like, it was good if you're gonna put it in another bag. So he's like,
if you're gonna,
wait, I mean, he literally said that. He's like,
it's like bag inception.
Well, it's like if you put it, if you have a backpack or something, and you're like moving around. Say if you're a commuter, you're on the bus and you're on the train, you got your backpack, you got it in there, but you want to keep it separate from everything else in your laptop or whatever else in there, so it don't smash up or whatever. He's like, that's great.
No, I hate it still.
Yeah,
I think that's a bad idea. So I got some. So look at this Steam Deck one. This came with the Steam Deck, okay? And everybody remember.
Yeah.
I bought the top end Steam Deck, and it came to what's it come to with tax? Like 6 something? Because it's 5. Yeah. Is it 624 plus tax? So, and it comes with this case. This case is it's diesel. This case is a good case. This is a really good case. And it came with it.
So mine is right here.
So
I totally agree. This case I would not get rid of.
No.
I don't know why.
I might not use it, but it's a good case.
Dude,
and if I need it, I'll take it with me.
I'm probably gonna, since you were so gracious enough to give me the other case. I'm probably gonna end up putting my Ally in my Steam Deck case, even though it has room. Yeah. Even though it has room. Now I'm also looking, since I'm gonna be traveling a lot in a little bit. Yep. I want to probably carry both of these things with me, so I'm probably gonna they make another sling bag case that has room for both of them in there.
You want to see them touching each other? They're making out. Sorry.
So
they're having a baby. Oh, sorry.
So I did notice
I'm gonna
something.
Keep making bad jokes. What?
You're funny. I did notice something when I looked at you when you sent your picture out online on Instagram on Twitter, excuse me, and I was commenting on the size of it, like in your hands.
I'm gigantic.
Well, I'm a big guy too, so
the Steam Deck is pretty big, but
I was telling
my hand
I was telling Beautiful One that it looks like the Nintendo Switch in your hands.
This is a normal size water bottle in my hand. Here is a bigger bottle in my hand. This is probably what normal people look like when they hold water bottles. No.
Yeah.
I'm not Shaq. Do you ever see him hold a water bottle?
Yeah.
That shit's hilarious. No, it's like this big. He's like sipping
like,
tea. No, but yeah, it's as big as my head.
I mean, for all that's worth. Yeah. I see you got a haircut too.
Yeah, I had to. I have to look pretty, you know. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to pick up the ladies. Don't tell my wife. I'm just kidding. That's a joke, everybody. I can say that because I love her.
Oh man, you got an awesome wife, man. So yeah,
it's.
your plan.
I'm gonna just keep holding it here.
But yo, man, I'm so excited. So we were talking the other day about some things about some of these devices and some of the things that we said that we need to really be watching out for, and there's some good things as far as like we were talking about the longevity of use and how people are going to be using these things.
Yeah.
And how our predictions were for them. I know that right now I finally just saw somebody do something that I thought was totally awesome. I don't know why anybody else has ever thought about it. I haven't seen another video about it, and I promise you, I'm probably like, I don't understand myself on this one because I'm watching videos about this damn device all the time, right?
Which one? About the ROG or the Steam Deck?
The ROG, right?
Yep.
I mean, I'm still watching videos about the Steam Deck, but I'm watching a lot of videos about the ROG. And believe it or not, even though I have my pre-order and I'm going to pick it up, I'm going to pick it up Tuesday. I'm not geeked about it. It's like it's almost weird because it's like
I can.
You know, it's weird because I'm watching everything. But I finally just saw somebody do something, and I kept asking myself for the life of me, I'm like, why hasn't anybody else done this? Why hasn't anybody else did boot directly into?
You bought a Sarah?
No, Armory Crate. Everybody is complaining about Windows 11 and how you can't manipulate Windows 11, and it's not made for handhelds, and it's super complicated, and you need a degree to be able to use it. And I'm like, honestly,
whatever. I guess isn't that the saying? You can't fix stupid.
Yeah, but I'm just like,
if you got a problem trying to operate an operating system, then try harder. I don't know.
But they literally gave
RTFM.
Yeah, but they gave you Armory Crate. You know, I mean, so Armory Crate isn't that complicated. So I actually, because I have my motherboard is a tough it's a ROG motherboard. Yep. Yeah, so I mean, a lot of my components in my gaming PC here are Asus components. I went on and loaded Armory Crate, and I've been playing with it for about 3 weeks just to see how to manipulate Armory Crate, like how to side load games, how to do this and that. And I'm like, dude, I figured out how to side load games, have them show up in Armory Crate, how to do this and do that, because they don't just pop up depending on where they are. So like, if you boot into Armory Crate and everything is there, and you have the touchscreen, like it's a gaming system.
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't seem very hard. And that Armory Crate thing, it was the first experience I ever saw it. It's on the machine, and I used it. There's even like a button that takes you right into it.
Yeah, and I'm like, why are people
this button right
complaining?
here.
Like, yeah, but I'm like, they're you know, everybody's like, the experience is this and that. But I do realize they've had a lot of updates, and I'm glad that they've had the updates. So like, I think in the last couple of weeks you had like 3 updates come out for it. So they've had battery life increases. They had life increase, real world life increases.
That's cool. So I'll say something about my experience with this device so far. I haven't used it a whole lot. I've only installed 2 games on it and installed EA launcher on it. So I haven't done a whole lot to it, but it kept restarting because of the way it was updating. It would not even tell me that it was updating. It just kind of like kept going back to the beginning, like launch screen, and then it would restart. And that was part of its like update process.
That sucks.
Yeah, and I don't think the average user is going to be like, I just let it go because I knew that it was doing something.
But like somebody else who doesn't know
somebody else might freak out and just turn it on, like hit the power button a bunch of times or something, and
they're gonna jam up their cache like crazy.
Yeah, or just cause a bad install. It might have to like factory restore.
Yeah,
so that was kind of weird. I was like, and then sometimes it did tell me that it was updating. Like there'd be a little black screen, and it would be like updating and being applied, and then a percentage would come up. But that's it, nothing else.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
So that's my family just said, he said that would confuse the crap out of me. So check this out. I ain't got mine yet. So like I'm glad
Yeah.
that you said something about it because
When you first get it, if you see it like you turn it on and it seems to restart a couple times, that's probably it applying one of those updates, and you just downloaded it in the background, and now it's applying it after that most recent restart, and it's going to restart a couple times. So.
hold up, are you telling me it's Windows?
Exactly. That's exactly it. I mean, literally, what I just described is like, oh, you put a bunch of drivers on your machine. Oh, guess what? You have to restart it a bunch of times for each driver you install.
You got Windows.
So
that's what happened.
But that's also what was cool about it, because I had Xbox. It gave me Xbox Ultimate. So I'll give you my lowdown. If you don't own either one of these devices, just go buy this one. If you don't have the money for this one, but you want to enjoy a handheld, buy this one and buy the cheapest one, and then just upgrade the internal M2 memory so you get a good machine, and put a little screen protector on it so you get the anti-glare, and then you're good to go, and you save yourself $200. Now this machine is probably easier for somebody that just wants to pick it up and have it work. Like, I know I talked about that weird confusion, but that wasn't that bad, and you'll get past it. Even the person who doesn't understand it will get past it. They'll just turn it off and turn it back on 1,000 times until one time it stays on.
Gotcha.
So, but it's cool because when you get it on, like everything, like you get the lights up, and then it's like Windows. So let me sign in with my little thingy real quick. And then I'm in Steam like right now. So I don't know how well you can see that. And I can exit out of Steam, and it's just like the Steam Deck. Like, even Steam on my desktop says, hey, the ROG Ally is available for you to stream to. Just like my Steam Deck. I can turn them both on, and it'll let me stream to either one. So Steam, hey puppy. But Steam's very open about that. That's that's something that's pretty cool. And like, I'm going to close out of Steam real quick. Steam does not like this as much. I noticed that. Steam gets a little like wonky. It won't even sometimes let me close it out easily. Like, I kind of have to like right now, it's not letting me close it out easily.
So it's more like a force restart or a force.
No, I just use the actual thing that takes you into that armory crate that you were talking about. Okay. So if you hit this is like your save button all the time. And I mean save as in save your ass. Because when you get into that weird thing and it doesn't seem like things are responding and you can hear clicks but nothing's happening on the screen, hit that. If it doesn't take you back to this window or back to Windows itself, then you might even have to restart it. Because it is a bit wonky. It's not as intuitive, I'd say, as the Steam Deck when you just plugged it in. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it because, like, you're talking about people hating Windows. So
yeah, I mean,
they're going to hate Windows. It's not going to change.
I'm not saying that people hate Windows.
No, they do.
I'm going to say that Windows is an experience, and if you're not used to it, which, believe it or not, I know most people are probably like, what do you mean? How can you not be used to it? But I literally was. I'm sorry, guys. I'm reaching for something. I was a Mac user, like, religiously for about 15 years.
Oh wow!
So I mean, I didn't use any we didn't have. I think we had one Windows PC in our whole home, and that one Windows PC was like my wife's work PC. I didn't own a Windows PC. I had Mac Minis, and I had MacBook Pros. We had iPads. You know, we really bought into the cult, and that's what we had. We didn't run Windows products until, like, I remember I tried to buy my wife a laptop, like, for her birthday or Christmas or something, and there was this, like, it was back when 3D was still big, and I bought her this laptop that was like $2,000 or $3,000, and I found a guy that was on, like, I guess I want to say it was like Marketplace at the time. I guess it was I forgot what it's called. The other thing that you like that you can go online and shop for, like Craigslist or whatever. And when I found it, the guy who was selling was actually rich. The dude had like a mansion, and I went to pick it up at his house. He had like a mansion. He had like a helicopter pad. What's up, Goofy? What's happening? What's happening? he said, I really dislike Windows. I got you. So the dude, he like, and I bought the laptop. The laptop was maxed out. It had 2 hard drives in it at the time. It had like a bunch of memory, battery life. It had adaptive 3D glasses. It had all
Oh,
kind of
nice.
crazy shit, right? And I could never get that fucking computer to work. Never. I bought it, and I'm gonna tell you what happened. And he told me it was gonna happen, and I was like, nah. And mind you, this is in the middle of my Mac time, so I
Yep.
haven't touched the PC. I don't know anything about Windows anymore. What's up, Chosen? What's happening? So I'm just totally oblivious. So dude was like, if you give me another $150, like back right when like solid state drive SSDs came out, it was like 200 gig SSD or something like that, 100 some gig, 128 gig SSD. It was
Mhm.
back in the day, but it was like when they first came out. He's like, if you give me like $100 and some extra, I give you the SSD that came with the computer, and I'll just reboot the system, and it'll be clean
Yeah.
and everything will work. Of course not. Screw this. Keep your hard drive. I'm not paying you $100 and some for that, and I can go to Micro Center. I can go to wherever at the time. I think we had Fry's, and I was like, I can go there and I can buy me a hard drive. And it's Windows. I just download Windows, which brings me to what I'm about to say. This is I've seen multiple people do the hard drive updates, and I'm glad that that ROG actually put their own recovery tool in their software inside their BIOS, right?
Nice.
Because you can get Windows in a lot of different flavors.
Yep.
And depending on what flavor of Windows you get, it may, even though it's Windows, it may not be the most optimal Windows for your device. So
Yeah.
that being said, like when you have something that's driver dependent, that's, and I know you're saying you can go get those drivers, but a lot of the times the Windows is packaged with the device already has the links, it has the BIOS has everything for those drivers.
Yep.
So when you're looking for those drivers and you got a fresh set of Windows out there, a lot of times they either don't load correctly, or they're hard to find, or they just don't work right. It's like the like the chemistry of making a new recipe. It just doesn't work right sometimes. And hey man, I never got that computer to work. I paid all that money for the computer. We end up using it for parts.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm going to show everybody the two screens because I know people kind of want to see this at some point. So here's the Steam Deck screen. So there's the Steam Deck screen, and I have them both kind of on the same location right now. You can see the Steam Deck, and then here's the ROG.
See if we can. Hello, Dan. Let's go. Let's do this right here. I'm about to go to you.
Well, this works. It's fine.
Well, I'm about to make it just you.
Oh.
And it's gonna be just you. There you go. There we go.
Yeah, so there's the ROG screen and the Steam Deck menu there. And then I'll show you the Steam Deck again. So back to the Steam Deck. It does look a little bit more washed out. Doesn't look as crisp. If you just look at the wording where it says recent games and Riders Republic, it's a little smaller on this screen because the resolution I think might be a little bit better. But just even, the crispness of it, it does look a lot. And the anti-glare, like if you can see my light here, like there's the light right on top of Riders Republic.
So how is the anti-glare on the Ally?
So it looks like it's better than the Steam Deck.
Really?
Well, look at, you can't see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Like there's the glare. This is the anti-glare screen on the Steam Deck. I'm hitting the same light in the same spot.
Oh wow.
And then here it is again. Here's the ROG.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
This one bounces, the ROG bounces less light back.
Now I got a question for you too. So like I noticed something when I put my let's go back to our scene. I noticed something when I went to put my anti-glare on mine, and it's a really good anti-glare. I noticed even with my Steam Deck, going from that high glossy glass screen to going to the matte glass, that it seemed like my colors popped a lot harder, even though it was more like a matte anti-glare screen on it. My colors just seemed better on my Steam Deck. I really enjoyed my screen a lot more after I put the anti-glare on it than I did before. So, I mean, are you having that type of experience also, where it's just where it's like the anti-glare, you feel like the anti-glare screen is just giving you a little bit more coloration than normal? Because
I don't have a measuring stick, so
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I get it. Because
Yeah.
I know I had a measuring stick.
I've only ever, like, when I gave that one away, I never opened it, so I didn't even get a chance to see what that one looked like compared to mine.
You see, Chosen says $300 is everything should be better for the price. At least you would expect it to be. Yeah.
But like, so we were talking about like, and it's not though. Like it doesn't come with a case. You know, I don't think it's worth. I was trying to think about it. Like, if you don't like Windows, don't buy the ROG. And if you're gonna buy it, just take Windows off of it and stick like the Steam OS on it and leave it and be done with it. Because you can probably do that.
If you just
you can do whatever you want. Is the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, and ran Linux. It's backwards.
It is, but it's like when people buy freaking apples and put Windows on it. So it's the same. People do whatever they do. It's like I watched this hilarious guy on YouTube, Tom's Refurb, and he put a Honda Civic engine in an old 65 Mustang and made it front wheel drive just to like piss off a bunch of boomers. Go watch that kid's videos. They're hilarious, actually.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but
that's crazy.
It was funny. But yeah, like I think the be-all says-all answer that I've been having in my head is, if you don't want to spend the extra money for the OLED and like the ability to play all these different launchers like Epic and have things work for you in the Windows world, because then the anti-cheat will work because it's Windows. If you want to play games that are competitive, that use anti-cheat stuff, you're going to want the ROG. If you don't care about that and you want to like support Steam and this device and you want to save some money, buy the cheapest one, buy yourself a new M2 drive and update it, and there you go. And you save yourself, just like Chosen One said a second ago,
you save
$300+ probably more than $300. And you'll still get a case for it that's better than the one you have to buy for the ROG. So there's a lot of pluses and minuses. I like them both for different reasons, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't want to install Windows on my Steam Deck because it's Linux.
Yeah,
it's just like what you just talked about. Everybody was like, "Oh," and I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
I didn't want to do it either. We had a deep discussion.
I don't put Windows on Apple machines. I have an Apple laptop back there. I have another one over there. Like, I don't put Windows on them. They are what they are.
I don't want to build a Hackintosh. So
no, it's like so. Yeah. And everybody's like, "Oh, why Diablo should play on the Apple M1s," and I'm like, you don't actually know anything. I was like, Apple didn't prioritize any of their devices playing games ever, and those are SoCs. You just bought a giant Apple phone is what you did for a lot more money with a bigger screen and a keyboard attached to it. Like, that's all an SoC is. Like, these are SoCs. They share the onboard RAM and video RAM share the same stuff. So you rob Peter to pay Paul, or whatever the whole expression is. And an SoC sucks like that. A dedicated video card, nothing's robbing my freaking 16 gigs of video RAM. Like, that video card has 16 gigs of video RAM. Nothing. Yeah. Apple doesn't know what to do with that crap. They don't have, like, so Apple would have to optimize all that stuff and keep that stuff in mind, just like this device was created to do that. Could they do it? Yes. They would just have to refigure everything. It's like what John D said that one time about, you could pretty much code anything to work on any hardware if you have money and the time and energy to put into, like, you know, making it work. So,
okay.
Yeah. That's
well,
my
I'm glad you
spiel.
said it. So, well, we did discuss some other stuff the other day, and we said we would bring it up to the group. So we got 18 people, 19 people in. Hey man, if you haven't, before we go any further, man, subscribe to the show, subscribe to the show if you haven't. Man, if you're sub to me and you aren't sub to Dan, please go and sub to Dan. If you're sub to
your
Dan,
average gamer,
come over here, man. Come over here.
Just keep your mouth shut.
You guys are cheating.
You know, some cool stuff about this one is I like that they vented the crap out of this thing. You got these vents up here, this is vented here, and then this is vented over here, and then you got your speakers in the front. So where the Steam Deck, it's open there at the top where the vents are, and then their intake is right here. So it sucks it in here, goes whew, pew. That's what it does.
Yo, you know what's crazy is I just really started playing real AAA games on my Steam Deck. Like I've been playing a lot of emulation for the
Yep.
whole time. You know, I was really trying to crack the emulation code, right?
Yeah.
Which I did. We'll talk about that
Yeah.
later. But yo, that thing gets hot.
Oh yeah, man. That's
We
why
get
I was like,
hot,
you should get yourself a fan.
I got it.
Like
I got to
the
get a
sucky
fan.
fan.
Oh my god!
I have a
I was
sucky-
like,
I have a
touched the back of
sucky
that thing,
fan.
and I was like, this shit is hot.
Where's my sucky fan here? Asus or not Asus. ASOX. JSOX. I can't think of it. I'm dumb.
And UAG said, which one feels better in the hand?
Well, I asked my kid that, and this one's huge. When you pick this up after you've picked this one up, you're like, I like this one better. This is the one. This is the one. Because it's not as big. It feels more portable, like the Switch.
Dad, I'm not gonna be an X-rated, but that sounds like a white guy answer right there, man. You can just
What?
he says it's good because it's not as big. That was a joke.
Oh,
Yeah.
like, am I taking the wiener? Is that what you're suggesting? Because why do I
No.
care what the size of it is? I'm so concerned.
No. It's a joke.
I know what you're trying to say.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what she said. That's what you should have said. That's what she said.
Not bad.
Yeah. You can make fun of my my genitalia. They work pretty good. I had children. They
That's messing with you.
no, you're fine. I love it. I used to make a joke that I was always going to make a T-shirt company that said, "My kids are proof I got laid."
That is
Because you
that
could
is
be a
actually
fugly-looking
cool-ass-
mofo.
that's actually a cool ass shirt idea. You
Yeah.
should have never said that out loud.
Oh, whatever. I don't give a
Made it.
shit. I go. No, somebody else can have it. Oh, so this is the other cheap ass bull schnizzle that ROG sends you. This is the stand. This is not this. This is poop. I just spit everywhere. I'm gonna have to wipe down my monitor later. This is poop. Okay, it is. It's cardboard. It's like cardboard. It's squishy cardboard.
Really?
Yeah, it's not even like plastic. It's like some
I saw
recycled
that when
cardboard
they was showing up
material.
in the top of the box. I was like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I was like, meh. I don't like it. It's poopy. But
Yeah.
I can plug the Ally, whatever what is the stupid thing's
I
name?
think it's the Ally.
I think you're right. All right, I'm done. We'll just chalk it up to that. It doesn't sit in the Steam Deck dock, so you can't do that. But you can plug it into the Steam Deck dock and it works and sends it out to your monitor.
Yeah, I saw that. That's why I was watching a bunch of guys that had used it on a couple. Well, so not a bunch of guys, a couple guys that were using it instead of buying the brick thing.
Mm-hmm.
They were buying it because a lot of these docks actually have up to 100-watt pass through. So you could use the charger through it and it passes. They say it passes the correct wattage through it, which is
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yep.
So I thought that was pretty dope. So let's just change. We're talking. This is a complete show about the ROG Ally and the Steam Deck and handhelds. So let's go here. We talked about some stuff. We were talking about how Valve and Steam were coping with dealing with the release of the ROG Ally and how they feel about their marketing. You remember that? And we were talking about how Valve and Steam probably don't care at all.
Yeah.
For the simple fact that, you know, me and Dan were talking, you got to understand something. Like,
Mhm.
we were talking about the number of people that came into the PC gaming world
From Steam.
from just by the
Steam Deck, yes. And
Just
then
the Steam Deck.
Mike made the greatest point. He's like, you know what it's going to do? It's going to make it even grow even bigger. Because some people will buy this, and then they're going to go sell their Steam Deck. And then that's going to open up more people. You're going to be able to get a Steam Deck for pretty cheap. And more PC players, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's ultimately, think about it. If they didn't make money off the first one and they made money off the sales from the store of the games, all these people are gonna start reselling because there are gonna be more and more handhelds. You already see there a lot of because of ROG and Steam, delivering such quality products at prices. A lot of these other handhelds that were micro company handhelds that were really
Yep.
really nice, they're lowering their prices too. Some of those handhelds that were $1,500-$1,700 are now $999 or $1,100. I mean, and it's still, you're saying, oh, well, that's what I got this for $600. Why would I pay $900 for it? I mean, but some of those things have up to 64 gigs.
And this is a good brand.
They
This
have-
is a great brand company. Asus is like, oh my gosh, I have computers that they still run. The motherboards from Asus are still working. There's been no problems with them. They make good products. So
My family, I'm trying to understand it. So you're saying how easy is it to buy?
it's actually really
games?
easy because it's a Windows-based machine, so you instantly have access to any of your Xbox game library. You get 3 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which is pretty cool. So, and then you get access to all those games. That's a giant library of games. Like I already downloaded Need for Speed. That's why it made me put the EA launcher on the device, which it just prompted. I hit install, off it went. It wasn't hard. Where on the Steam Deck, some of those like installers that it requires you to do, like you install it and then it just disappears. Because you're stuck usually in that like big screen mode of Steam and not in the actual like point and click mouse OS type of world. So, but it's really easy. You can go into Steam just like you launch it on your computer, or even like you launch the Steam app on the Steam Deck when you're in the desktop mode. You can just buy games there. You can use Xbox, you can use Steam, you can use Epic, and you can use EA Play. So any of those things will let you buy the games.
Man, that's one thing that you just brought up that I never even thought about. It's like literally when the Steam Deck came out, we were talking about how many people all of a sudden automatically had libraries because they were PC gamers and they were transferring a lot of their games over. But I guess the same holds for this. Well,
If you're an Xbox user,
and I have the Xbox Game Pass. I've had it for years. Like I
you
told
can
you,
get any of those games then.
Yeah, so like I automatically have a library that I can actually download content from.
Yep.
If I want to, instantaneously.
Yeah, and you can use Office 365 on it. Like you can literally run Outlook and Excel and Word and all that other shit.
I hate all that stuff anyway.
Well, it was like, do you want to install it? I was like, no.
No.
Why would I install Office 365 on a handheld?
But think about it though, man.
No, I want to have fun. I don't want to work on it.
Real talk. A lot of people
they might use it as a PC.
They
buy the external video card and hook it up.
They combine it. Like they were talking about, it was a big thing. If you guys aren't into the community, if you're on Facebook, they have a couple of the different ROG Ally communities. The big thing is that they've been running these external GPUs. ROG's been selling for like since 2000.
A while,
2001.
yeah.
So
The laptops and
the
shit,
older
yeah.
ones are still compatible with the new device.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are
Which is
going back buying them, and they've been on
this
sale on their
weird
website.
Big slot here.
Yeah, for like $700.
Oh.
So you have Best Buy, and some of these, instead of buying the 4090, they're going back and the people are buying the older ones, and Best Buy is price matching them. People are getting rid, and they run dual displays with all of the video outs that are in the external GPU. So if people are running multiple displays, they're running they're running this thing as a computer. With the external GPU, they're running it as a gaming computer that they can just pick up. It's like the Switch on freaking mega steroids. They're picking it up, they're taking it where they want to go, and they're docking it, and they're still doing all of their base work with it too. It's crazy.
What do you think this is?
Huh?
What do you think this is?
It's a computer.
No, wait, no. Look at. Hold on.
It's
No,
blurry a
this.
little bit.
Hold on, I'm getting there.
Hold on, you want me to give you your screen by yourself?
No, hold on.
Okay. It's about the screws?
No, say 206 or something.
No, I can't see it. We
It's
can't
like
see
a
it.
slash and a 206
Oh,
down in the reflective part.
oh, I can't see it. I don't know. That's why I said let me put you on the screen by yourself and do it like that. Let's see what we got here.
Is that ROG? No, it's like a 206. It's a slash 206.
It's neat. I wonder what it means.
I don't know. If yours has a different number on it, I think they're numbered.
Okay. We'll have to see that when I get it. I will have it Tuesday.
I was like, I thought it said Asus at first. Oh, I hit a button.
Oh, it's okay. And I'm kind of having to fight myself from going to work early, so that I don't go get it too early because I know me. He says 12.
I don't. Yeah, I thought 12 too, but that's a slash. That's not a one. That's not a one. It's too separated from the other numbers. The other numbers have the exact same graphical division between them. Like the white space between the letters is the exact same, except for that. That's a slash. So
Okay. I don't know.
I know that. I look at enough text in my world.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's weird. It says 206. I thought it said ROG, but no, that's not. Now I'm curious. Does anybody take pictures of theirs on the Facebook page? You should go check it out and let me know.
I will. I will definitely know. He says
It's
that
capital
is
one.
Is what's a capital one?
The one.
Is there
It's a credit card company. No, it's like the one with the little roof slash at the top
okay,
with the little flat feet.
Oh, I got you. Like gonna go across the bottom. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. I'm like, what is a capital? Like do you do numbers like letters like lowercase 1, capital 1, lowercase 2,
capital 2, lowercase 2, capital 2. I love it.
I'm like, man, my
he did say LOL though. You got
I
so
guess
he was just messing around.
But you know what's funny though? For a minute, they really made me question my education. I was like,
he is kind of right though. There is a capital 1 if you really think about it, and like because there is that weird one.
But you know, that means you have.
And then there's that fancy 0 with the slash through it too.
And the 4.
Because there's the triangle 4,
the triangle 4,
or the gappy 4,
the field goal 4. Yeah,
I call it the leg gap 4.
But we were talking about some things. Let me go back. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. I think we chatted about. We got what else were we going to talk about today? Anything?
No, well, I don't know. So, we were talking about so we can go back. Arcade 1UP. They haven't really done anything. I know. A lot of people are just speculating on what is going to be coming out. When I went to Best Buy the other day, which I've been going through like 5 or 6 different Best Buys to see if anybody had a ROG on display in Atlanta, and which is crazy as far as for Atlanta being as big as a city as it is, I haven't found an ROG display on display yet. But and ultimately, I think I was telling you guys about it on the last show. But it's the craziest thing in the world. I promise it happened again this week. I go in the store, I'm asking about it, and these people are completely clueless. They just don't have no idea. The people that work in the store, they work in the game section, they work over there, and I'm not being stereotypical. I want to say this story without trying to be a stereotype, so I'm trying to figure out how to say it. So I go in the store, and I go towards the electronics department, and there's a lot of people in this store for some odd reason. Everybody's looking at laptops, computers. They're doing all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm asking this guy. He's a younger Caucasian white gentleman. He's helping people.
You're racist. I'm just kidding.
And he says, "Hold up." So, but this isn't the part. I say, "Hey, sir, do you guys by chance have a ROG Ally on display?" He's like, "What? What is that?" So I'm like, I said, "You're in the computer section." I went over to gaming, and I started seeing gaming, and says the new, handheld is coming out. He's like, "Bro, I don't know what you're talking about." So now there was 4 or 5 Best Buy employees in the tech section because it was so many people, right? He looked at all of his coworkers, right? And he stopped. It was like he walked past at least 3 other people to go straight to the Asian guy. He's like, "Hey, I know if it's coming." And the dude looks at me, and he literally goes, he says, "Do you have this as an RG Ally?" No. No. We do not have an RG. I mean, he closes his eyes and no.
What the fudge? He closes his eyes like, no.
Like, dude, this shit got dramatic. He was like, am I in a freaking soap opera or something?
Right.
All of a sudden,
That's funny as hell. I'm dying.
It was the most hilarious shit I've ever seen in my life. I was like, is this really happening? He's like, no.
No.
And this is what
There is one on display in my Best Buy.
Well, you're lucky. They don't have. I mean, I'm in Metro. I guess they were scared somebody's gonna snatch it off and run out the store with it. Here,
It
I
was
don't
funny.
know.
I like I was like, oh, there's a display. I walk over to it, and this little kid just like beelines it and cuts me off. And I'm like, well,
He's
I was like,
no.
you can have it. I was like, I got one at home. I didn't say that, but in my head, I'm like, I got one at home. I'll go play with that one.
Yeah,
I just was like, oh, that display caught my eye.
Our dog on our thumbnail this week. He got you, punk mother sucker.
That's right, he did. He's like, pew. But that little kid thought it was cool. Like, and I'll give Asus credit. This like boot on,
Yeah.
and like everything turns like rainbow colored. It's pretty cool with the control sticks and stuff. That's pretty fun.
My nephew is in town this week for a
What did I
charity
just do again?
a celebrity charity basketball game, right?
Oh, nice.
And he bought a Steam Deck recently because he came to my house. He came through town and he saw my Steam Deck. He was like, I love this shit. What is it? I want one. And dude, he went back to Miami. He bought one immediately. I mean, he was like, don't pass, go. Next thing I know, he got games on it. He's talking about changing out everything. So he's here now today for the game. And he brought his Steam Deck. I was supposed to be doing some upgrades for it. I don't know if he's gonna have me do them or not. But the crazy thing, so I asked him, I said, hey, I said, what, so you're into gaming PCs because he bought a gaming PC. And I was like, are you thinking about getting a gaming PC or are you going to get the ROG Ally? He was like, what is that? I was
no.
It's the, and he's like, holy crap. He's like, I got to go get one. Dude, he was like, all of a sudden, he was like, he went about, so I said, well, what, knowing him, I know he's on tour and stuff. So he takes all his stuff with him when he's on tour, going overseas and whatever.
Yep.
And I was like, what are you going to do with your Steam Deck? Are you going to take both with you? And his son is 4.
Yep.
He's like, nah, I'm giving it to him.
That's awesome.
He's like, he can have it.
He's going to be able to kick all our butts at every game.
He's like, he's going to load it up. Like, he's going to give his mom like an open
Thomas
card.
the Tank Engine.
Yeah, he's going to load it up. And he can have it. He's like, I'm going to get the new joint. And like, he just put he just bought a crap ton of games. You know, I know he's got his 2 terabyte that he's buying to put in. He's just about, as soon as the RG comes in, and I know him, he's impatient, so he's not going to order it. But the minute it's in the store, he's going to go in the store, he's going to buy every accessory, and he's going to.
There are some nice accessories. There's that weird power, which is just a power brick with a USB or with a HDMI port, which is stupid to me, I think. And then they had like little earbuds, and then they had headphones.
Yeah,
they were selling.
I thought the power brick was the dopest thing.
I think it's weird.
Why?
Why is the HDMI port next to where I plug it in? Do you think that's easy to get to?
It's no different from our Steam dock. It's just shaped differently.
No, the plug is at the end of it. It's where the plug plugs in. I have to plug my HDMI in there. That's weird. So now I have a plug going into my outlet and now a plug coming off my plug. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's weird.
You ain't seen a lot of people they were doing it as like on strips on their TVs and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, like this is just like I go boop, boop, and then like the HDMI goes from here to the TV.
I agree. I totally agree. But you know, some people they like it how they like it. He said, "What did my family say?" He says, "My Xbox 360 came out when the Xbox 360 came out.
He's speed walking through Best Buy to buy it."
Hey, I got a question for you since we're talking about consoles, and we're almost out. We've been in here.
Yeah, we gotta.
Man, we appreciate all you guys. We've called about 20 people the whole show. Like the whole show's at 20 people.
Nice. That's because everybody wants to see me get naked. I'm not doing it. Everybody's sorry.
So, how do you feel about even though we know why there is an abundance right now, but how do you feel about the abundance of PS5s in stores right now?
Well, that's great because it's a good console.
I mean, but you know why there's an abundance of PS5s in there? There's an abundance
because it costs too much damn money. And yeah, it does.
It's mid-year. It's mid-season refresh.
No, it costs too much money for the average family.
You think so?
Yeah. Nobody's paying $70 for games anymore, man.
I got out of that a long time ago.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that if I like, I don't know, man. I remember being younger and not having as much money and struggling, and I wouldn't have been able to afford something like that. I usually had to sell my other consoles, like my older ones, to buy the newer one.
So do you think Xbox, even though their console isn't even though they I believe from everything that's out there, it has more tech in it. But do you believe that Xbox is winning just for the game? I believe they're winning just for Game Pass.
Oh yeah, just for Game Pass.
I think because you do know, like I was telling people, and we're out of here in a minute, but you know you can actually buy. I think it's the Samsung TVs right now that actually have.
And just stream it right to it or something. The app,
directly,
and it's like good, just as long as you have a decent Wi-Fi in your house.
They basically put a Xbox Series S inside of the TVs.
Oh, schnizzle.
Yeah, so basically, when you buy the new Samsung, it's one of the key features is that it has the streaming gaming for Xbox.
Nice.
It's literally a Series S inside of it, because remember the Series S is just for streaming, right? So that's all it is. They stripped down the Series S as far as they could and put it inside the TV stuff, and you have an Xbox inside your TV. I think that was weird. That was weird and dope all at the same time. Like
it is weird
but you can play the whole library. It's like
that's pretty cool.
$15 a month and you get hundreds and hundreds of games.
Before we head out, did you want to ask me any questions about the ROG or anybody in the chat real quick?
I do. I want to ask you this.
Yeah.
How was the sound? So
I don't know yet.
I'm still not 100% impressed with the sound of the Steam Deck. I usually play it through earbuds or earphones or whatever. So
I agree with that.
So it kind of offsets everything because I'm playing it through something that's for sound. But
I'll let you know.
Okay.
I don't know yet.
And do you think, and this is just an honest answer, like right now, I know you haven't put any major games on and you haven't had a lot of game experience. So what we're going to do, I want to ask you this question, and I don't want to answer. How about this? Hold on, we do have a question from somebody else, but I'm going to ask my question first.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me in 2 weeks, because we're not doing the show next week.
Yep.
I want you to tell me in 2 weeks, after you load some games, you get a chance to play on it, do you think that you would continue to play both devices? Don't answer.
I'm not going to, because I don't know yet. I don't know yet, but that's a good question. Do you like the style better than the Steam Deck? I do, but I'm not buying. I do like the smaller form factor. I do like the actual vents. The volume button here is interesting, and all the stuff that you need is up here, and they didn't put anything on the bottom, which is kind of cool. And then the layout with the joystick here and one here, like at the angle. I like that. My kid said she liked that better too. So, yeah, I'd have to agree with you. Styling is cool. I don't like that it's white, though. I think white is just a dirt magnet in the end. So,
okay. I actually do have another question for you. So,
yeah.
Hold on. So look.
I mean, I like the white, but I just worry how dirty it's going to look in a year. That's all.
Well, it's been a couple people do good comparisons and talking about how they say it attracts a little bit of dust from your grease from your fingers, but nothing that a Mr. Clean eraser or a Clorox wipe wouldn't clean off. I don't have any. Oh, you still muted? You're muted.
Next.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So, we say
yes.
No.
Too late. No.
Hey, so last question from me, and anybody else that has one in here. So let's see what somebody else.
I do like the reflective stuff with the white. I think I like it better than if it was black.
Okay.
Because this looks like my truck. Now that I think about it, it's all black and white like my truck, so that's kind of cool.
So now you like it more, huh?
I do. Sorry.
Okay.
Now I'm just gonna mount it in my truck, and it'll be like part of it.
It's an accessory in your truck.
Yeah.
Okay. Question: by holding it? So my biggest thing when we got our Steam Decks, we were talking about how rugged they actually felt. They felt, the plastic is like when we were taking them apart, doing upgrades.
Yeah. No, this is pretty good stuff. This feels high quality. Yeah.
But does it feel like it may be more fragile?
No, I'd say the opposite.
Seriously?
There's no air gaps in this. Like the Steam Deck, like
You muted yourself again. You muted yourself there.
I saw that.
Okay.
But this is a clear, like, can you see? I'm trying to get it at an angle. This is all empty right here. This is a air gap space here. Like, and there's a lot of, like, air inside of this unit. And, like, when I've dropped it, this side's popped a bunch. I do not think that's going to happen to this one. Like, there's this, it's more angled differently. I feel like it's snapped together a lot tighter. I bet you it's harder to pull this thing apart, if I'm being honest. So
Okay. Well, I've seen a couple people do it, and I know that I'm probably going to do the upgrade to mine, especially when the fact that you don't have to like really upload. Like,
do anything, you just pop it in, turn it on, and it puts the thing back on there for you, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the BIOS reloads Windows, all the drivers, all everything.
I love that.
It built into it.
It's like when you have a nice laptop that you can do that too. Like they have that built into them too sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I appreciate everybody coming and checking out the stream.
I think they will. I believe Jason.
I hope I hope they make stuff for it. They should.
Yeah. So I don't have any more questions, Dan. Does it, if all hearts and minds are clear, we're gonna call this one a wrap, man. But I appreciate
I'm gonna go visit my family that just came over. So
that's cool. I appreciate you sharing that with us. I know it's your show also, but you
I'm glad to share it with everybody.
Man,
and
thank you, man.
That's what it's all about.
So guys, we appreciate you guys coming by, and thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna say this: I have mine Tuesday, and I will let you guys know what I think in 2 weeks. I got to go out of town. I'm gonna take it out of town with me, and I'm gonna see what I feel about it traveling, because
I don't know what I did. Question mark means.
I don't know.
Oh.
Thank you, man. Thank you, guys.
Have a good night, everybody.
So, man, we're out. Dan, you got anything else? You good?
Nope. I love y'all. Have a great evening.
All right.
Peace.